Norisring is definitely a home race, not only for me but also for Audi. Ingolstadt's just round the corner.
Norisring is a special place because it's got a different atmosphere to any other DTM race, and the fans are really close by. It's a small circuit where the fans can see pretty much every corner. The weather's normally nice and hot.
For me, the Norisring is the highlight of the year. The atmosphere is fantastic, with the big Steintribüne in front of the start-finish line. The fans are really excited, they look forward every year to the arrival of the DTM. Norisring is definitely my favorite circuit. I think the atmosphere is just fantastic. The Norisring start-finish straight is a long one. All sorts of irregularities, manhole covers, all sorts, and braking late here is really crucial. It's not at all easy to get the optimal braking point without losing a lot of time. What counts at the Norisring is having the guts to drive as close to the barriers as possible without actually smashing your car. Here you really do have to use all the space you get. Then comes the back straight, then the last turn where you brake as hard as you can. Then you cross the bumps, and here of course you try to use the car's traction. And then you accelerate out into the start-finish straight, doing your very best to overtake anyone. And then it's over.
The first win for me was 2008. Here we see me in the Salzgitter sponsored white livery car. The same car the next year, but in a different colour scheme. And then last year I had Matthias Ekstrom pushing me the whole way. But I managed to sort of hold off his pressure and not make mistakes and take my third win in a row. So fantastic feeling to win there, especially in the older car. So.
In the years before I was also pretty fast, but of course I'd never expected pole. I was happy enough knowing I'd made it into Q4 at all, and then suddenly I was the fastest. That was fantastic, of course, finally being at the top and giving back a bit of what those guys did for me over the past few years. Norisring 2010 was a success in the qualifying here at the start, but that was it. The brake valve we were using for the start jammed, so I was forced to lose a lot of time. I still fought hard, as you can see, using all the space I could, but in the end it wasn't enough to get me out with the leaders. Well, in retrospect, the start was a false start, of course. I started to roll slightly, but then I braked. I got no advantage from that, but the rules call it a false start. That's a shame and really frustrating, because I'd have had a good chance of reaching the podium and perhaps even of winning. Here we're looking at the last lap at the Norisring in 2010. Jamie Green's in the lead, I'm second, and I noticed I had more power, but unfortunately I never had the chance of making a really good attack. At the end he'd made no mistakes, he deserved the win. I'd have loved to have been in his shoes, but maybe I'll manage it this year instead. It's a long race, and fitness is a problem too. You have to be very fit to be able to drive the whole race with constant performance and speed.
Vielleicht klappt das dieses Jahr.